we're also looking to recover some of the loans we've made to Recyclists gradually as they ramp up. And I think I'm buoyant for the next 12 months.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Technology Minerals CFO, James Cable. James, very good to speak with you. With Technology Minerals announcing its full year results, what have been the highlights for the exploration portfolio over the past year?
Thanks, Stephen. A year of good progress, I would say. We've got, as you may know, a good quality portfolio in Ireland, Spain, USA, and the Cameroon, and in particular for Ireland, where we announced that we've sold the Irish lithium assets for a very good return. I think that's going to provide cash flow for the company for all of what it does, but particularly to enable us to identify new assets, for further development. So I think as an incubator of prime battery minerals assets, I think we've had a very successful year from that point of view.
How has Recyclers Group, in which you have a 48.35% stake, progressed during the year, James?
Yes, Recyclers is a as you know, really the first UK industrial scale lithium ion recycling company. And earlier in the financial year, it got its full permitting and moved into commercial production shortly afterwards. And I think since then it's been ramping up gradually. I think progress has been a bit slower than we thought it might be, but I think there are good signs now that the supply of feedstocks are coming through. We've built relationships with all of the major OEMs. We have a good academic connections, and I think we're regarded as a leading edge sort of producer or recycler of lithium-ion batteries. And in addition to that, we have a separate business which is to produce and sell or to rent transportation boxes. And I think we're seeing a strong interest in that. And in fact, we've announced a contract with the Ministry of Defence, for example. And so I think that we should see some strong growth in the coming year.
The company's taken measures to enhance cost efficiencies. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, I mean, like any business, particularly in its early stages, cash is king. And I think we like other companies have taken steps to cut back costs, particularly head office costs. Shareholders may be glad to know that we've frozen director salaries, so they've been unchanged for 3 years, and we'll only change those once cash permits. So I think we just looked at everything across the board to make sure that we preserve cash as much as we can.
Moving on from the results, you announced a capital reorganization. What's the reason for that?
It's purely a technical reorganization because, as you know, under the Companies Act, we can't issue shares below our nominal value. And I think, given the way the share price had moved, the advice we received was, we could risk it and not do anything. But I think, for technical reasons, we decided that to give us more flexibility if we needed it, we should, in essence, reduce the nominal value by the issuance of these deferred shares. From shareholders' point of view, there's no difference whatsoever. All the rights are the same. These deferred shares are in effect notional and have no intrinsic value of their own. But the new shares that shareholders will have have exactly the same rights as previously.
Maybe to end, James, what can we expect from Technology Minerals in the next year?
I think given as I mentioned, the sale of the lithium assets, I think that will provide us with shares in a company quoted on NASDAQ, which will gradually sell if we need to realize the cash. And I think that'll fund a lot of what we're trying to do. And I think we're also looking to recover some of the loans we've made to Recyclists gradually as they ramp up. And I think I'm buoyant for the next 12 months.
That's Technology Minerals Chief Financial Officer James Cable.